this game. That Mr. Bill Olson, that's Greg Olson's father, the former closer in the big leagues, big curveball. That's his dad. Remember?
I do.
Greg Olson? Yes. Phil, you remember Greg Olson?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He's old.
Pitcher.
Get that right. Got any questions?
Texas A&M. What do you know about? What do you think? What's it going to take?
Well, you know, like we have done for a long, long time here, we try to focus on our guys and the things that we can do to get in a position to win. If you start looking at other teams, especially at this point in the season, you become really concerned. They got great numbers, of course, stolen bases, a guy with 14 wins on the mound. They got all the ingredients to be successful. We're just going to try to go out and do what we do, and hopefully it'll be good enough to stay in position to win.
Ray, is Jackie going to trot out to center field tomorrow night?
You know, I can't say for sure, but he really looks good to me. And I know he's missed a lot of reps, but physically he seems to be in really, really good shape. Mentally, he's off the charts right now, ready to go, that makes a lot of difference as well. So I expect him to be in there, possibly.
And what about Evan? What does that mean?
I didn't think Evan was going to be. Honestly, yesterday I didn't think he was going to be able to go. Today he looks a lot better. He's able to sprint a little bit, and Coach Holbrook said he looked pretty good in the cage to him. So we've got some decisions to make. We haven't had a lot of decisions to make, and now maybe we have a few. So we're going to go back today and tonight and tomorrow and try to figure out what we think is our best lineup.
Is Adam Matthews coming along as well?
Well, he could. I mean, he's ready to go too, and he can run. This is a big ballpark. You'd like to think that you got enough guys that somebody will come up big. As you know, last year when we made a run, we had a lot of different guys on a lot of different days, and it would be nice to be able to do that again.
Is part of that, when you think about it, not wanting to break up a winning formula that you've had?
No question about it. I mean, that's the thing that is the real stickler for me right now. There's no question that, you know, the last 2 or 3 weeks I've wanted to get Matthews in there, and now I want to get Bradley in there. You know, I want to keep Marzilli in there. But Neff and Jake Williams were 2 guys that were there for us, and Robert Berry and his multi-positional play. So, you know, part of you doesn't want to change anything. The other part is you want to put a pretty good team out there. So, you got to wrestle with it a little bit.
Who catches tomorrow night?
You know, I'm not sure. I'm thinking that Berry probably will, but it's not a definite.
Does that mean Brady be DHing likely?
Yes, we'll keep Brady in the lineup. If he's not catching, he'll be in there.
Your confidence level, I know besides the decisions you have to make, but as opposed to other first games you've had here, where's your confidence level with your team?
Well, I think that, you know, in my tenure at the University of South Carolina, we've been to Omaha a lot more times than just my tenure, but I'm optimistic as compared to other years. How can I not be? You got a goose egg going.
What do you think about Michael Roth being plastered all over the city?
It's kind of funny. Our guys love driving by there, and the bus gets a pretty good roar going. That's kind of neat, though. It is special. It was a great time for him in his life last year in our university, so it's neat that it's recognized.
What have you told him?
I try not to give him too much of a hard time. His teammates are doing it for me, so that's enjoyable. Part of being on a baseball team is the camaraderie that I mentioned yesterday, and these guys take it to the limit. You know, I tell some of the young guys, they're not laughing at you, they're laughing with you. You have to understand that. So, but it's a lot of fun.
Y'all going to games? Going to games today?
I think the coach is definitely headed out right now, and there's a bus going over to take some of the players. I think I'm going to stay back and watch this one and maybe go to the night game.
Ray, what do you think about having Adam Westmoreland and Kobe Hellman in this team at Omaha this year? They were on the team last year. How big is that for you guys?
Well, that's one of those things that you get to the end of the year last year and you don't get your whole roster involved. And, you're just hoping those guys get an opportunity, and lo and behold, they did. In the short period of time, they were able to get back out here, and now they're in uniform. So that's great. You want all your guys to start fall practice. You want all your guys with you. Sometimes you can't make that happen, but in this case, those guys had to sit on the sidelines and watch, and now they're in uniform.
They said that motivated them. Did you use that to motivate them a little bit?
No, I didn't really use it to motivate them. It's because sometimes you're an odd man out, and it's not necessarily what you didn't do that is the reason you're not on the roster. So I didn't push them from that standpoint, but I know they wanted to be here, and now they are.
Obviously, Kobe has a good chance to start out here. Adam, any chance, he's You never know what's going to happen.
You never know what's going to happen in an extra inning situation. I mean, if we keep our bullpen the way it is right now, it's unlikely he would be in there. But you never say never. I mean, other guys could come up big for us at times, and he feels good right now. He's throwing the ball well. So if we get into a situation where we think a matchup is really good for him, where you get into an extra inning affair, you can see him.
And your confidence in Colby's just got to be through the roof.
Well, he's just grown up so much. He got some key innings for us as a freshman last year, and he started for us now. His poise and composure is so much better. I really think Coach Myers has made a real positive impact on him. Just the way he approaches the game. He's still very competitive, but he's able to see it as he goes through it now and not let the emotions take him out of check. So he's doing a good job.